Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the co-chairs of the FT and MIGA Africa Sustainable Futures Awards judging panel, David Pilling, Africa editor at the Financial Times, and Ethiopis Tafara, Vice President and Chief Finance, Risk, Legal and Sustainability Officer at the Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency.
So, it's award time. Hope you enjoyed the food. I hope you have found new and old friends and new partners, it says here. I didn't know I was launching the FT dating app. Open your FT and sparks fly. It's been quite a week. We've just had our FT annual summit, which has doubled in size to 2 days. And we've had some magnificent speakers and panels. There's been a real buzz, and I hope that some of that has, washed over into this evening, where I think the atmosphere has been terrific. Before that, on the Monday, I had the honor of co-chairing with Ethiopis the judging panel for the Africa Sustainable Futures Awards. We met all day Monday. I do mean all day. In fact, I was supposedly had a meeting with Aliko Dangote, which I had to say I wasn't able to go to. So we took the judging very seriously. We evaluated, by my count, 23 entries, although I heard someone say 22, in 5 categories. And I wanted to extend a big thank you to all our judges, to Yasmin. I don't see Yasmin. Anyway, maybe you want to be anonymous. Yasmin. Runa, Lexi, Yvonne, Ethiopis, of course, and Mo Ibrahim, who, I don't know why he was on the panel, he doesn't know anything about business, but anyway, he was quite entertaining. There were some astonishing initiatives, inspiring and impactful, and it was very hard to pick winners. As Hot Chocolate says, everyone's a winner. We were delighted to team up with MIGA, who have been really an incredible partner, bringing their expertise, enthusiasm to this inaugural event. Africa sometimes gets a bad press, and obviously, sometimes bad things are happening in Africa. There's no doubt about that, and the FT does not shy away from reporting about that. But there's lots of amazing stuff that, sometimes just doesn't filter through. And many people in this room will know you land in an African city and you feel the innovation, you feel the energy. And often, in fact, you feel a real sense of optimism, which is very hard to bring to an audience that has never been to the continent. And that is what we want to celebrate today. We want to celebrate that energy, that entrepreneurialism, that desire to solve challenges. We want to celebrate that on our pages, and we want to celebrate that with these awards tonight. So over to you, Ethiopis.
Thank you, David. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Africa Sustainable Futures Awards, a celebration of innovation, resilience, and sustainable development. Today, we gather to honor those who are not only dreaming of better futures for Africa, but actively pursuing ways to create them. As you heard from David, the judges' meeting on Monday was indeed a stimulating kickoff. And while selecting the winners was challenging, the discussions really helped crystallize why these awards are important and what we're trying to achieve. The World Bank Group's vision can be summarized in a few words: to create a world free of poverty on a livable planet. And Africa is a key region of focus for the World Bank Group and MIGA specifically. Imagine, if you will, an ecosystem. In an ecosystem, every element plays a crucial role in maintaining balance and homeostasis, thereby fostering growth. The soil, which ideally is rich with nutrients, represents the foundational values of inclusivity, resilience, and sustainability. The seeds we plant are the innovative projects and ideas that promise to transform the continent. The water and sunlight, essential for growth, symbolizes support and investment from stakeholders, particularly the private sector. But sometimes there are also threats to the ecosystem, like invasive species, things such as climate change, pandemics, and lack of access to financing. In this ecosystem that we're envisioning, the Africa Sustainable Awards is a gardener with the aim to recognize and nurture the most promising seeds, which are the projects that address the continent's most pressing development challenges. And these awards are not just about celebrating success, they're about cultivating a future where sustainable development is the norm. Africa, with its vibrant and youthful population and abundant natural resources, is like a fertile field in this ecosystem that is ready for cultivation. Yet, many communities face challenges like poverty and conflict, and are vulnerable to factors like climate change. And government alone cannot address these issues. This is where the private sector, with its innovation, technology, and capital, becomes the rain that nourishes this ecosystem. MIGA, the Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, plays a pivotal role in this ecosystem as well. By providing guarantees to mitigate non-commercial risks, MIGA encourages cross-border investments into developing economies. And these guarantees, which are essentially insurance policies, increase private sector investors' confidence to invest and lend in developing countries. This is especially useful in fragile and conflict-affected places, which is one of MIGA's priority areas. The other areas are low-income countries, climate, and gender. And in FY24 alone, MIGA issued $8.2 billion in new guarantees, supporting 40 projects across 29 countries. Now, we've successfully coordinated with the IFC and the IBRD as of late to create a platform for guarantees. And this was launched in July of 2024. And the new guarantee platform hopes to boost the World Bank Group's annual guarantee issuance from what for us this year was $8 billion to $20 billion by 2030. This major overhaul of our business offers harmonized guarantee products under one simplified menu that is user-friendly and aims to drive more private sector capital into developing economies. And as a multilateral agency dedicated to promoting greater investment into developing economies, we're really pleased to sponsor today's awards. The Africa Sustainable Futures Awards highlight business models that integrate environmental, social, and corporate governance principles. And these models prove that sustainable development is not only achievable, but also beneficial for business. They represent the symbiotic relationships in our ecosystem where every element supports and enhances the other. During the ceremony, we'll be recognizing all the shortlisted entries before announcing the winners. And we have representatives of all these nominees in the room this evening. So please join me in congratulating them all for their initiatives. As we celebrate the innovative projects and ideas that we've shortlisted, let us remember that we're all part of this ecosystem. Our actions today will determine the health and prosperity of Africa tomorrow. Thank you, and congratulations to all the nominees. Your work is the lifeblood of our ecosystem, and we're honored to celebrate your achievements. Enjoy the evening, and let the excitement begin.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Ethiopis. Great. So on to the main business. No further ado. We are going to find out who the judges have selected as the winner of the Africa Sustainable Futures Awards. It's not just about the winners. It's not the US election. Over the next 45 minutes or so, we will recognize and celebrate every one of the exciting initiatives that have been shortlisted. And we already have one winner. Some of you may have witnessed the closing session of the Africa Summit, in which we had the Innovation Showcase, designed to highlight exciting new ideas that may not meet the eligibility criteria for the core categories, but have nonetheless the potential to have a transformative impact. And we had a panel of judges and the audience voting for their winner, and in a rare triumph of democracy, they both chose the same winner. So please join me in congratulating the winner, Bridges to Prosperity. For those of you who win later on, that is a perfect modeling of how to stand up and take the applause. I would also like to thank the runners-up, COFA and Liquid Intelligent Technologies, for taking part in the showcase. All of those great projects. An excellent start, but there's much more to come.
Thank you, Henry. Now, this event is actually being live streamed to a global audience, so welcome to everyone, the hundreds of viewers tuning in right now on the FT Live, the LinkedIn Live, and my favorite, the World Bank Live. I'd like to invite everyone in the room and watching virtually to also join in the conversation over social media. Our hashtag is ASF Awards. This evening, all the nominees in each category will be featured, and no matter who wins, everyone's a winner. They all deserve to be recognized for their achievements. We're very grateful to our expert panel of judges, who, as we heard from David and Ethiopis, deliberated for many hours and were faced with some difficult choices given the strength of these shortlists. Thank you also to PwC, our technical advisors on the awards.
This is how the evening is going to work. For each category, we're going to read out the key details of the shortlisted initiatives. And you will see some images on the screen behind us. So thank you very much to the nominees for providing the great photos and videos you're going to see. When we read out the name of an initiative, so your initiative, you hear the name, we would like the chief representative, so one person of the nominated organization, to please stand up and receive well-earned applause. Hopefully no boos, just applause. Don't wait modestly for everyone to urge you to your feet. Just stand up, take the applause. We will then invite a guest presenter to the stage to announce, first of all, any special commendation for the category. The highly commended organization, if that's you, you'll be invited to the stage to receive your certificate, and then we'll announce the winner. The winner will be invited to come to the stage to accept the trophy and give a short acceptance speech. 30 seconds, please. Age of TikTok. It may go viral, the shorter the better. Then time for a quick photo, and then the winner and the highly commended will go off together, and we'll move on to the next category. As you leave the stage, the winner and highly commended, you'll both be escorted. That sounds more threatening than it's meant to be. I think that's a good thing. To a side room for a brief video interview.
After we've announced the winners and highly commended in the regular categories, we will be giving out our final award, the Best of the Winners Award, the Judges Award for Excellence. So guys, we have a lot to get through, and I know time is going. So I should mention that at the end of the ceremony, all nominees are welcome to come to the stage and take pictures. So please stick around. Let's get started with the first category. Financing access to clean energy. This recognizes transformative renewable energy or energy efficiency projects that also increase access to energy and provide climate-smart solutions across key productive sectors.
Nominated for this category are Arc Power Solar Distribution Networks for power grids in Rwanda. This initiative expands clean energy access by building solar-powered distribution networks with the aim to connect over 4 million people by 2030.
Cube Energy CBE Baidoa solar power plant in Somalia. This is a $9.3 million solar project that expands energy access while addressing the urgent need for decarbonization.
Net Zero Africa, renewable energy aggregator for commercial and industrial companies in South Africa. NOAA aims to install 5 gigawatts of renewable energy by 2030 to reduce South Africa's reliance on coal and to improve energy reliability.
Nithio Climate FinTech Platform in Kenya, Nigeria, and Uganda. Nithio is an AI-enabled energy financing platform for underserved and off-grid communities and SMEs in sub-Saharan Africa.
Sun King Securitization for pay-as-you-go solar business in Kenya and Nigeria. Sun King provides affordable solar energy in Africa through a pay-as-you-go model reaching over 8 million customers to date.
And it's our great pleasure to invite Rachel Kite, UK's Special Representative for Climate, onto the stage to present this award.
Well, it's a great pleasure to be back at these awards, and I hope I get this right now. So here we go. Financing access to clean energy. The special commendation goes to Nithio. So it's really good because I actually know every one of the projects that have been nominated of companies. So now to the winner, which in the words of the judges, effectively turns capital into impact by reducing dependence on fossil fuels while leveraging solar technology to boost Africa's energy transition. The winner is Sun King.
Wow, thank you so much. Incredibly proud to represent Sun King here today. The company's been working for over 15 years to work on these sorts of solutions, and it's incredible to get this recognition, so thank you so much. I'd like to thank Krishna, Patrick, and Anish, who couldn't be here today, who lead the organization, who really were the architects of this financial mechanism. I'd also like to thank our debt investors for this pioneering securitization. The participants include like commercial and development finance institutions like ABSA, Kenya, British International Investment, Citi, FMO, Norfund, Standard Bank, Kenya, and the Trade and Development Bank. I think this is such an interesting transaction for two reasons. One more practical and the other perhaps more conceptual. You know, hundreds of millions of people today still lack access to electricity. Most in Africa, more than 1 billion people lack reliable access to electricity. This securitization will massively accelerate access to electricity. Now, what does that mean really at the end of the day? You know, it means that people have more light to study. It means that they have the electricity they need to move their businesses forward. It makes a huge amount of impact, and it's really important just to consider that. I think the human impact is the difference between night and day, really, in people's lives. The securitization essentially takes people's pay-as-you-go transactions and turns it into a special investment vehicle, which is really, really interesting. It's the first of its kind in Kenya, to the best of our knowledge. It's the first securitization. It's not in real estate. It's not in vehicle asset financing. It's in off-grid solar, which is really, really remarkable. People at the very bottom of the financial pyramid. So yeah, it's really, really interesting because it provides a new mechanism for investors to invest in Africa and increase those flows where it's most needed. And I think that's super, super meaningful. It's scalable, it's replicable, and we've already seen people take that device and use it in different ways, which we're really, really proud about. And hopefully it's something that other people can pick up and use and learn from as well. And we really appreciate all of the people who helped us kind of come up with that idea and surface the solution. And here's to everyone in the room trying to find new ways to invest in Africa. We'd like to see more investment in Africa, and we need to find ways to do that. And I think this is a great example. So thank you, everyone.
Again, congratulations, Sun King, and also to Nithyo.
Real bonus points for saying pioneering securitization at this stage in the evening. And if we have got a lot to get through, so if we could keep the speeches to a moderate length. On to the next category, resilient infrastructure, which recognizes initiatives that leverage public and private sector expertise and finance and use new technologies to build and modernize critical infrastructure, decarbonize mobility networks, develop scalable, practical green building projects, improve waste management, and generally boost urban environmental resilience.
Nominated for this category are InfraConnect Road Development Program in Kenya. So InfraConnect has upgraded 80 kilometers of Kenyan roads with climate-resilient features while boosting local trade, jobs, and community facilities.
Lagos Free Zone, Nigeria. The Free Zone is Nigeria's first privately owned free trade zone, and it's now implementing climate-resilient infrastructure, energy-efficient designs, and sustainable water management to drive green industrial development.
Nedbank Green Residential Development Bond in South Africa. Africa's first green bond for sustainable housing for low to middle income customers. The aim is to make eco-friendly homes standard in South Africa and beyond.
Spiro Pan-African Smart Energy Ecosystem in Multicultural. Spiro has provided over 9 million battery swaps so far for electric motorbikes, reducing emissions and expanding EV adoption across Africa.
Now, we would like to invite Hiroshi Matano, MIGA's Executive Vice President and my boss, to present this award.
I actually don't know what's in this paper, so we can. Okay. The special commendation goes to Lagos Free Zone. Now for the winner, described by the judges as a highly replicable solution to promote green mobility, reduce pollution, improve air quality in Africa cities. Cypro.
So I'd like to really thank everyone. For us, it's a very great honor. I'd like to start by thanking our CEO, Mr. Koshik, who couldn't make it, had to leave earlier because of other engagements. But we truly do have a very visionary leader. We have a very energized business. We believe in what we are doing. We're in 6 countries in Africa and growing. We're strong in the West Africa cluster. We're very strong on the East Africa cluster. We're in Nigeria, we're in Kenya, we're in Rwanda, we're in Uganda, we're in Togo, we're in Benin. And I'd just like to say we are very, very serious about energy on the move. So I'd like to leave you with something that keeps us energized. And I'll just say one thing, because I know we've eaten and we're full of energy. When I say Spiro, you must all say, we go, we go. So I'll say it twice. The first one is a rehearsal. The second one, you must get it right. Because Spiro is going to get energy on the move right. So Spiro, please say it with more energy because I know you've eaten. Spiro, that's to us. Thank you so much.
Superb. Congratulations to Spiro and Lagos Free Zone.
Now, on to the next award, Biodiversity and Ecosystems Protection. This highlights regenerative projects in Africa that protect ecosystems by conserving or restoring natural capital. These projects leverage biodiversity to create long-term growth and barriers to natural and man-made disasters.
Nominated for this category are African Wildlife Foundation Biodiversity Economies Initiative Multi-Country. The foundation partners with governments to scale investment in nature conservation, integrating wildlife conservation with economic development across Africa.
Inimiro supply chain traceability for farmers in Uganda. Inimiro supports 3,400 Ugandan farmers through vertical supply chains, fair prices, and international certification, aiming to boost local farming communities and sustainable agriculture.
Preserve Water for Life Sustainable Water Usage Program in Kenya. This initiative by Kenya Breweries is a sustainable water project that has helped cut water wastage by 20% and saved $2 million across participating regions.
Wilderness Safaris Standard Bank Wildlife Conservation Loan, multi-country. So backed by an $80 million nature conservation loan, Wilderness Safaris protects 6 million acres across Africa, with plans to expand to 12 million by 2030, promoting ecotourism and sustainable development.
And to present the winner of this award, we would like to invite to the stage Yvonne Ike, Managing Director and Head of Sub-Saharan Africa at Bank of America.
What a moment. It's my pleasure to announce the Biodiversity and Ecosystems Protection winners for tonight. The special commendation, and these were hard choices for us to make, goes to Inimiro Supply Chain Traceability for Farmers. Now, for the winner, as described by the judges as a promising approach that puts diversity at the heart of decision-making and creates businesses that benefit the people. Africa Wildlife Foundation.
Oh my. Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank the leadership of my organization, our CEO, Kadu Sebunye. He couldn't be here. He's in Cali, making sure that we negotiate right. But at the African Wildlife Foundation, we are convinced that nature is an asset for us that can drive our economic development. We believe that it's a false choice that conservation and development are competing claims. And so we are working with African governments to make sure that biodiversity can be an economic pillar to growth of the continent and thereby create opportunities, particularly for African youth who needs to see biodiversity as an opportunity for their own aspirations and growth of the continent. So thank you very much for this award. It gives us the motivation and energy to work more harder across the continent. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to Africa Wildlife Foundation and Inimiro.
We've seen people jump onto the stage. We've seen call and response. So I wonder what we're going to get in the next category, gender, equality, and inclusion. This award recognizes initiatives in Africa that expand and enable economic opportunities for women, engage more women as leaders, reduce violence against women and girls, and generally expand the participation of women and girls in economic growth.
And nominated for this category are Arise Garment Training Center in Benin and Togo. Arise's centers process local textiles and train marginalized groups. They have employed and trained 1,151 people since 2022, 55% of them women, with plans to expand across Africa.
Kofina Missing Middle Finance Initiative, multi-country. Kofina bridges the financing gap in Francophone Africa, funding over 166,000 projects and supporting small businesses with a focus on women entrepreneurs and inclusive growth.
Django Capital Fund for Startups and Women's Job Creation, multi-country. Django is Africa's largest gender-equal tech venture fund, investing 50% of its proceeds in women-led businesses. The aim is to close the $42 billion funding gap for female entrepreneurs in Africa.
Ladybird Logistics, what a wonderful name. Ladybird Logistics, a female driver program in Ghana. Ladybird, the first all-women trucking company in Africa, has trained 50 female drivers, focusing on the unique strengths women bring to the industry.
MedPlus Diversity and Inclusion Initiative in Nigeria. As a result of MedPlus's Gender Smart program, women now hold 79% of its senior management roles and make up 56% of its workforce.
And we would like to invite to the stage Senyabu Bar, founder of ESG Africa and director of Azura Power, to present this award. Your own fan club is here.
Well, I'm so excited to be presenting this award, and I'm hoping that we're all going to make really some noise because there's a bit less people. So you're going to have to make up for it with clapping really, really hard. So the special commendation goes to Ladybird Logistics. Come on, make some noise. So now, for the winner, which in the words of the judges, is trying to solve perhaps the biggest challenge in Africa, how to add value to the continent's raw material while creating good jobs for women and men. Arise.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for this award that you are giving Arise tonight. What an exciting moment. First, I would like to say that it's a real pleasure to be here, surrounded by so many inspiring projects and deeply committed people working towards a brighter future for my continent, Africa. We are all here tonight because we strongly believe that in Africa's future, and that something bold is happening on the continent. On behalf of all my Beninese colleagues in the Garment Training Center team, on behalf of all my colleagues from Arise IIP, I'm deeply honored to accept this prestigious award, and not just anyone, the Judges Award. Located in our Benin Industrial Zone, GDIZ, our project is not only about textile production. It is about equipping thousands of people, women, with skills, and most of them creating opportunities and fostering a workforce that mirrors the diversity and the huge potential of Africa. This award is a great reminder that innovation and sustainability can truly transform lives, and it reflects exactly what we're striving to accomplish at Arise IIP. Thank you so much. Thank you for this award. Thank you for Africa. Thank you.
Congratulations to the winners of that one.
Now, on to the next category, digital infrastructure. This award recognizes economically viable and energy-efficient initiatives in Africa that promote effective telecommunications markets, deepen the resilience of digital infrastructure, expand connectivity to disadvantaged groups, and improve digital access.
Nominated for this category are Intelsat satellite broadband in Burkina Faso, Intelsat restored communications in unrest-affected areas of Burkina Faso using satellite-powered connectivity, providing a scalable, resilient alternative to damaged fiber infrastructure at no upfront cost.
Lipa Later Payment Systems with Buy Now, Pay Later facility in Kenya. LIPA Group's platform provides African SMEs with automated invoicing and buy now, pay later options, so far helping over 1 million consumers and 500,000 merchants.
POA Community Schools Connectivity Program in Kenya. POA's program, backed by the UNICEF and Africa 50, has provided internet access to 73 schools in Africa, improving digital literacy for nearly 5,000 students and 180 teachers, with plans for further expansion.
013 Carbon Market Solution, multi-country. 013? 013 is a blockchain-powered climate fintech, seeks to transform carbon credit trading by linking global exchanges and ESG projects.
Now, there'll be no special commendation for digital infrastructure, but we do have a winner. And to present this award, I would like to welcome to the stage Aradhana Kumar Kapoor, Director and General Counsel at MIGA.
So looking forward to this. There is one here. All right, and in the words of the judges, and the award goes to a highly replicable initiative that, in the words of judges, provides crucial connectivity in a fragile and conflicted, affected region of Africa. Intelsat satellite broadband repair.
Thank you so much. When I look at everybody that was nominated today, I have to say that this is a great privilege. It's a day-to-day mission to help people being connected. And what we have done with our customer Orange in Burkina Faso, in a country that has gone through a lot of devastation of infrastructure. At some point, about 40% of the country was not connected. Providing connectivity is a key way to connect people, a key way to create jobs, a key way to connect people and to provide education. So we are really proud being associated with that project. We are really proud for the team that has done it, because today I'm in London. I have the easy job to get the award. There are tons of people at Intelsat that have been on the ground and not in the main cities, in the very remote areas, in areas where if you don't have a military convoy, you cannot even go there. This is what we are doing on a day-to-day basis. We have an incredible team, a team that's based out of our Dakar office that's operating in these countries, and they are doing an amazing job. So today, I want to dedicate that award for them, for all of the hard work that they do for us every single day. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to Intelsat.
Wow, what an evening we've had so far. Congratulations to all the winners and highly commended.
Right, now on to our final award, the Judges Award for Excellence, the winner of Winners Awards. The entry that has stood out for innovation, impact, replicability, sustainability, and financial viability in the context of Africa's development.
And I would like to invite our judging panel co-chairs, David Pilling and Ethiopis Tafara, onto the stage.
always remember when La La Land was read out at the Oscars. The Judges Award for Excellence goes to Sun King.
There we are. We have come to the end of the inaugural Africa Sustainable Futures Awards. Thank you very much to David and Ethiopis. Congratulations to Sun King, the winner of winners. Very well deserved. You named it as if you knew you were going to win both categories. We would like to congratulate all of our winners and commendees, and also all of the nominees who submitted such strong entries. Our photographer will be taking group shots now of all nominees, so please do come to the stage after this. We also have special certificates for the nominees. Please pick them up at the registration desk before leaving. Thank you very much, Chinwe, for being such a great co-chair.
Thank you, Henry. You're far too kind. And you have been outstanding as well. We do encourage all the nominees to enter again next year and for another chance to win. Please keep an eye on the awards website as we continue to evolve the categories and the focus of the program. Thank you to our presenters and to our judges and to you all for being with us this evening here in the room and online. We now invite all guests to join FT and MIGA for some celebratory drinks in the foyer. Good night. See you next year.